The spaceman stared up at the telomere, technology's princess. The fits of mania caused by the pilfered Cinna made him question if what he was seeing was real. A couple of those shocks transported him to different places, and his disorientation grew. He was remembering, but it was extremely unpleasant. All the fun he had had on that motorcycle. With Michaela. Wait, where was Michaela? Then he remembered. He left her. Did I do that? Did that even happen? He tried to shake the memory out of his brain, but it didn't work. He stood up, and the telomere princess was in his memory now. Or her picture on a screen, a top-secret mission room, a briefing. No, I don't like it. He reached into his spacesuit, found another can of Cinna, popped the top, and drank it all, trying to make it all go away. Instantly, he felt queasy, the Cinna churning his stomach like butter. As he sat on the ground, his field of vision detected a subtle distortion, a thin sliver like a zipper in the air. It rent the molecules in front of him, and out tumbled three of the cutest, fuzziest little animals he'd ever seen. Of course, this spaceman, being from another planet, was not familiar with these three animals: a bunny, tanuki, and baby wolf. In his state, he was not surprised when they spoke to him. "Greetings, spaceman," the tanuki saluted. "We were patrolling our realm, and your head pooped in, so we decided to pay you a visit." The bunny and baby wolf stared at him with big eyes. Anyone rubbernecking down the highway would see a man in a spacesuit, sitting on his butt, having an imaginary conversation with no one at all. But for him, it was very real. "Hi," muttered the spaceman, seemingly distraught and struggling for meaning and sanity. The tanuki stepped forward, a cute mix between a raccoon and a dog. "I am a Nanimal. These are my compatriots. We are emissaries of the realm of spirit into which you have wandered. This is a very interesting occasion for us because we usually don't get visitors, at least on this planet. Nice to meet you. I'm Cadis." The spaceman's eyes lit up like a Christmas tree. "I'm Cadis. I remembered my name. Woohoo!" He transitioned from sitting on his butt to standing on his feet. "I remembered my name. I remembered my name." "Oh, good. Nice to meet you, Cadis," continued the tanuki. "My name is Merukioru. The bunny is Chloe, and the baby wolf is Hendrix." The wolf blew a tuft of scruffy hair out of his face. "We are wondering, how is it you found our realm? I just drank the Cinna and out you popped like a bag of chips?" The animals were jumping around and getting very excited, three balls of joyful energy just waiting for an excuse to burst into song. And burst into song they did. They somehow knew all the words and sang them together, although the spaceman suspected that they were all making it up as they went along. How could they do that? They sang, "I am a Nanimal, just like you. Maybe you can do it like the animals do? We can run in the fields and take off our shoes together." The spaceman noticed that these fuzzy creatures were wearing shoes, but that is not an important detail to this story. It was a catchy tune, and the spaceman got the distinct impression that these creatures wanted nothing more than for him to play with them. They were all holding hands, singing their song together. He got to his feet and grabbed the little paws of the bunny in his left hand and the baby wolf in his right, and lifted them off the ground as they spun around in circles. Some passing drivers complained to their travel mates about the crazy from the music festival, but most people ignored him, minding their own business. "I am a Nanimal, just like you." The spaceman repeated the catchy phrase. Who writes these songs anyways? They just seemed to burst into the ether fully formed and completely produced. It was such fun that he wanted to spin around in a circle with these otherworldly creatures forever. After a while, the song stopped, and they all collapsed in a fit of giggles. The three animals, Merukioru, the tanuki, Chloe the bunny, and Hendrix the baby wolf, suddenly had huddle, and there were furious whispers and lively debate, every once in a while looking back at the spaceman, then conferring again with their compatriots. Finally, Merukioru cleared his throat and addressed the spaceman. "Ahem. Mr. Spaceman, we have determined that, based on sufficient evidence, you would be most welcome in our realm. We would like to invite you to come back with us." The air molecules in front of the spaceman tore apart again, and there was a shining portal staring at him right in front of his eyes, enticing him, beckoning to him.
Whoa!
"Thank you so much," the spaceman replied politely. His gaze rested on the three Nanimals, then on the portal, then on the telomere princess. that lovely and terrible face. Something was coming to him now. The Cinna had uncovered some awful truth. He tried to sidestep it, to run from it. Well, I would love to join you, but once I jump through, will I be able to come back here? Merukuru nodded enthusiastically. Absolutely. Just come with us. You can join us for a picnic, and then witness a dramatic opera written by our very own Hendrix. The baby wolf tried not to look like he was trying to look cool. The spaceman tried not to look at the princess, trying to avoid the truth. Oh, good. How long is the opera? I might have something I need to deal with here pretty soon. For the first time, the bunny, Chloe, spoke up. Her voice was very high-pitched and squeaky, but there was an ominous bass tone in it as well. 70 Earth years. She smiled an adorable bunny smile. 70 years? The spaceman couldn't believe he was weighing his options, but weigh his options he did. Was he to stay, face the uncomfortable truth that the Cinna was close to exposing in him? Or abandon his mission and attend a 70-year opera with these strange and cuddly creatures he had just met? Both options appealed to him fairly equally, but thankfully for this story, he chose to remain. I'm grateful for the invitation, but I'm gonna pass. Boring, chided Hendrix as he leapt into the portal. The others were already jumping into the portal. Merukuru the tanuki waving goodbye, Chloe the bunny shouting, "Your loss." Then the zipper closed. He vomited in his helmet, which then cleaned itself without hesitation. Starting at the beautiful woman on the billboard again, he remembered the terrible truth of his mission.